So, who are we going with this time?
Well, we're still skipping Woodley, so I guess
Yeah.
General Fallon would be good.
Okie doke, fuck Woodley.
Yeah, screw him. He's a terrible person. The general gives you an appraising look before giving you a stiff bow.
I can't remember his original voice.
We've never spoken to him before.
Didn't we speak to him in the Entourage part?
Did we? I don't
I
know, we
thought he
just
was...
looked at him.
Okay, that's why.
This is our first time
Lady...
talking to anybody.
We're not a chatter. Lady Fremy, good evening.
Thus acknowledged, the general turns away from you, clearly not feeling that further conversation with you is necessary. You're going to have to prove him wrong. It is up to you to say something that will get his interest. So we can discuss his famous battle tactics, charm him with a personal anecdote, discuss the current political situation, or discuss Jael poetry.
Aren't we really charming, though?
We are.
But I don't think you would like this.
I don't know.
I mean, we are charming. Level 80 and eloquence is 75.
We just don't... I don't know. I'm afraid to do battle tactics because we don't know enough about
We
that.
are rubbish.
Yeah, we don't know much about politics either. And I don't know how much... I'm not entirely sure what poetry goes under. It might be etiquette, but I don't know.
Well, we're not going to romance this guy anyway.
No.
What
That
should
is
we
true.
do? Should we try poetry or an anecdote?
I'm going to leave it up to you.
I'm all about that poetry life.
Alright, poetry it is. You surprise the general by quoting a somewhat obscure Jael poem, The Long Night of the Hollow Moon. His attentions thus secured, the pair of you begin to discuss its meaning, and from that Jael poetry in general. By the end of your discussion, you have learned a few things, and you have attained the full attention of the general. Now that you've managed to get the general's attention, what do you intend to do with it? Ask about Jael history, ask about the Jael delegates, feel him out to get a better read on him, ask him to advise you on basic strategy.
What's our strategy like? Pretty bad, I believe.
Probably.
Defensive instinct is basically non-existent.
There you
Self-defense is non-existent.
So I don't know if asking him to advise us would get us points in it.
Well, there's also knowledge on warfare, though, which we've got a level 25 on.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
So we could do that if you want.
We've
already-
I chose the last thing. You should choose this one.
Okay, well, we've already talked to the Jael delegates. We know enough about them, I think, for now. We are extremely interested in history, so I could see us being interested in asking about that.
That's true.
We don't really need to feel him out too much, because again, we're not trying to romance him. Don't laugh at that.
I am perfectly innocent.
So I can't decide between the first one and the last one. I'm kind of stuck.
Follow your heart. Follow your dreams.
I guess let's do basic strategy. Maybe it'll get us points or something. Okay. You take the opportunity to learn more about warfare from one of the most respected experts on the subject. By the end of the conversation, you are perhaps more familiar with cavalry versus pikemen than you wish to be, but you have certainly learned things. Good.
Pikeman will always win if you charge him from the front, just saying.
Oh, okay.
Cavalry.
Alright.
I play my RTS games, thank you very much.
You're an expert then.
I am such an I am basically this guy. That's all I'm saying. Hey, warfare went up to 30.
Oh, there you go. Awesome, awesome.
And none of our skills went up.
Well, whatever. At least warfare went up. That's all that matters.
Well, exactly.
Even though you managed to catch and hold the interest of the general, much to his surprise, for he had no such expectations of you, it soon becomes apparent that you won't be able to keep it much longer. Deciding to withdraw on a high note, rather than wait until after he's grown bored of you, you make your curtsies and you excuse yourself and leave the general. It's time to talk to someone else. Who would you like to approach?
3 more. Who did we say we're ignoring?
Okay, we are ignoring Woodley, and we
Yes.
are ignoring Gisette.
Because she's a bitch.
Yes, she is. Very much so. So let's go to the Earl of Emmett. Earl Emmett. What? The Earl of Emmett.
Oh, I'm a pretty boy.
He's so adorable. He's like a puppy dog. The Earl gives you a proper formal bow, but ruins the effort of it with his friendly eyes and his engaging grin, full of all of the enthusiasm of a happy puppy. Hey, puppy.
Like a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't lie.
Lady Froggy, I'm very pleased to meet you.
You don't detect a trace of inauthenticity or calculation in him. I'm pleased to meet you. You respond with a more genuine smile than might otherwise have been teased of you upon such short an acquaintance, his happy nature being of the infectious sort. The Earl looks around the pair of you, his eyes wide at the lavishness and flurry of important goings-on.
It's unbelievable, right? I feel especially bad for you ladies with all the fuss and the primping. Can't say as if I notice much difference, but the pressure to do it all must be high.
How do you respond? Thank you for the sympathy. It's a rare man who appreciates the efforts, not the results. The fuss is really silly when it's what's on the inside that counts. It's not so bad. Oh, I enjoy looking my best.
I think he's gonna like number 2. Seems innocent enough.
You want to do that one?
Yeah.
All right.
You want to get in my insides.
Oh. The Earl smiles happily, filled with enthusiasm.
Exactly right. I'm glad you think so. I can't tell you how many times I've made my sister cry by saying something similar.
The Earl smiles happily at you, seemingly content not to put any particular effort into the conversation. It seems it is up to you to take charge by asking a question. What do you ask? Ask about his travels, compliment his easygoing nature, scrutinize his fashion sense, or talk about horses?
I mean, who doesn't love talking about horses? When I go shopping and I go up to the register, always talking about horses.
People love them horses.
The way he's got his arm as well out front seems like he's saying, "Jolly good. Excellent
Jolly
show."
good! Well, I think he's in, mid-bow, continuously.
He can't stand up straight.
My back!
It's gotta be 1 or 2.
Yeah?
I think so. This is your choice. You're the second choice.
I know...
Unless he really likes horses.
He does like animals and nature a lot. That's his whole deal.
So, horses?
I'm thinking so, but I'm hoping that we're not going to completely humiliate ourselves.
Nay.
Do you happen to be a fan of horses? For I would dearly love someone to talk about them with.
Am I ever?
See, this is why I love him. The pair of you spend several pleasant minutes in friendly discussion of the species. After a few more minutes of easy conversation, the Earl smiles at you in a friendly way, almost reminding you of a caring older brother, which is odd, as you don't remember having one.
You must promise to tell me right away if you have any problems. I enjoyed my time traveling in your country, and it left me with a good opinion of it and its people, like you.
How do you respond? Thanks? Mind your own business!
Fuck off, Emmett.
Okay, I'm going with thanks.
Yeah.
You smile at him and thank him for his generous offer. He grins back and waves at you as the pair of you part for the time being. The Earl is certainly one of the best-natured people you have ever met. Considering where he is, you aren't sure that's going to be a good thing for him in the long run.
I bet he's the Hans of this story.
I do like him a lot. Okay, so let's go talk to the Dowager Countess.
Ah, this lady.
I like her a lot. She's also another one of my favorites. Lady Froggy. The Dowager Countess greets you, smiling kindly up at you from her chair. Other than her polite greeting, the Dowager Countess makes no move to engage you in conversation. Instead, she merely waits. And although her expression is carefully neutral, you almost feel like you are being presented with a test. What topic do you introduce? Talk about your fellow delegates, ask after her comfort, the history of the summit, ask about Ireland.
We're really big on history, and she looks, because of the glasses, she looks like someone who's into history.
She is extremely interested in history, so
let's
definitely history. You ask her a few leading questions about what she knows about the previous summits and its history in general. The Dowager Countess' eyes light up, and the pair of you have a happy few minutes in discussion of history. Just as you were about to wrap up your conversation and move on, as the Dowager Countess is beginning to look tired, you are surprised when she asks you a sudden question. I wonder, Lady Frami, how you feel about being thrust into the heart of these events. Surely you must realize how pivotal the summit will be in the shaping events to come. How do you answer the Dowager Countess? I can't read. I'm pleased. I don't think there is anything more suited to my talents than being involved directly in such grand affairs. To be honest, I'm a little overwhelmed. I don't feel worthy of such an important role. I think it will be fascinating to witness such an important events firsthand. Why, it's practically living through history. I think I would prefer to be an agent of these events rather than be affected by their outcome with no power to contribute at all. I'm thinking the third option.
Yeah, it would be fascinating, wouldn't it?
I'd love to be thrown into something like this.
Yeah, a dangerous game of cat and mouse where you could die or potentially marry someone who you think of as an older brother. Who doesn't want that?
Exactly. Thank you for your honesty. Her intelligent eyes squinted you thoughtfully. I have a feeling you will prove a person worth the watching, and my feelings are rarely wrong. I hope to talk to you again, Lady Frami. You curtsy and make your goodbyes, not quite sure what to think of the encounter with the Dowager Countess. In any case, it's time to be more active about your own fate. Back into the crowds you go.
Away!
One more conversation.